What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike here with another quick video for you guys. So, remember last week when I told you guys that I was still looking for my graduation information? About that. So, it was Tuesday. Let me look at calendar. Nope, Wednesday. So, last week Wednesday, chilling, checking my email around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Checking my personal email. His email saying, something about congratulations commencement. I'm like, okay, cool. Finally got my commencement information. Looking at information, reading through it. But at the very top of the email, there's a little box, like 4 bullet points. Bullet point 2 said, order your regalia, deadline June 29th. Why did I get this on July 2nd? Again, not like I'm checking my email on July 2nd, but when it says sent July 2nd, I'm like, wait a second. Someone messed up here. I get another email like 3 hours after that. Same thing. On my regular email and my school email. I'm like, someone messed up. So, thankfully, I did a lot of digging, the Friday before, and was able to find the information. Because if not, I don't know if I'll be able to order my regalia. I'm like, bro, what the heck is this? This is nonsense. So, I'm not sure if anyone else did any digging to find this stuff. I hope that other people did, because if not, there will be a lot of pissed off people. So, that's one of the things that happened with school. Another thing. That was Tuesday. Was it Thursday? Thursday night, I think it was. My degree was actually conferred officially. So literally all I have to do, like that, my degree is conferred. And they said, yeah, it'll be shipped to you in a couple of weeks. So my degree is actually 100% is conferred. So I'm like, yo, that's dope. That's hype. I'm happy about that. So that's pretty cool. Reached out to my teacher. We have graduation pictures scheduled for July 26th. So 2 weeks. Graduation pictures. So that's pretty cool. I have to put down the down payment for it. So that's pretty dope. And I also have to find my socks I was looking for, because there's a very specific pair of socks I was gonna look for. I was gonna put with the outfit. So I gotta see if I can find that. So looking for the socks. And again, cap and gown should be here. They said it should be here. It said it should be here by the 18th. So next week they should be here. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, it gets here a little bit sooner than that, but we'll see. Hopefully. Another interesting thing, I think I told you guys I applied for an internal position. I should find out by next week. But I think it's by next week, by the 14th. So it's gonna be an interesting next 2 weeks what's going on. So we'll see what happens. So that's been pretty cool. That's in regards to the school stuff. Health wise, I'm still gonna put this under my school initial stuff, my school tag. Health wise, I went to the doctor last week, right? My doctor appointment was it Wednesday, I think it was, and the doctor appointment is coming Friday. So went to the doctor, and it was a real quick thing. However, I was concerned. The reason why I was concerned is because nephrology, kidneys. Yeah, oh yeah, your proteins are high. You're pre-hypertensive. You're pre-diabetic. This and this and this and this and this. I was like, okay. Looking like oh yeah, this blood work is from like beginning of May. So I'm like, okay. But you didn't look at any recent blood work. You didn't ask me about my nutrition, my activity, my water, my stress level. You didn't ask me any health related questions. And you're telling me old information And also my blood pressure, because they didn't even ask me what my blood pressure normally is. And they asked me like when they're checking my blood pressure, they checked it wrong. So I'm like, wait a second. How are you going to tell me this is wrong, this, and this, whenever you don't even ask me any qualifying questions? Because the information that you told me is outdated and it's wrong. And this is nephrology. And like you didn't even ask me how much water I drink. Wouldn't you want to know if a relatively healthy 35-year-old male, I'm not in super insane shape, but I'm in relatively good shape. A 35-year-old male walks into your office like, hey doc, why don't you ask him any qualifying questions? I'm confused. Like something adding up here, sir. So I'm going to talk to my doctor. I have a doctor appointment on this coming Friday. I'm like, of course I'm ask her, talk to her about everything. Just let her know. It's like, she asked me how it went. I was like, well, they didn't ask me anything about my nutrition, anything about my activity, anything about my stress, anything about my water. I had to tell them how much water I drank. They didn't even offer it. They were saying something. I was like, yeah, I drink pretty good amount of water. They also asked another thing that was confusing is that they were like, oh, do you take any supplements? I was like, yeah, I was taking BCAAs, but I've been off of those, for a month and a half now. They're like, yeah, what are BCAAs? I was like, branched chain amino acids. Like, what are those? I'm like, you're the nephrologist and you don't know what amino acids are? And not just because I said BCAAs and I said branched chain amino acids. So not just the initial, I said the whole word. I'm like, you know what amino acids are? Like L-carnitine, and I was starting naming them off. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, huh? So to say that rubbed me off the wrong way, that was kind of weird. And also, they're like, yeah, you're eating too much protein. You're eating too much protein. I was like, but you didn't even ask how much protein I eat. You asked me no nutrition questions. And the information that you're reading is old information. Like, yeah, like you're pre-diabetic, watch your sugar numbers, Like, these are old numbers that my doctor and I have already talked about a month and a half ago. You didn't ask me anything new. You didn't ask me if I've seen these numbers at all. You didn't ask me if I've been doing anything in regards to this. What? I'm like, make it make sense, sir. I'm like, I'm respecting your. Again, obviously, I didn't tell them like I'm not your average patient. I didn't tell them that I've been healthier for this long. I've been, he's like, yeah, how long have you been taking creatine? I was like, I had to think because I've been taking creatine almost as long as I've been working out. I remember taking officially starting creatine in college, so at least 17 years, minimum 17 years. And like, oh, and I was like, but you're not asking me any nutrition questions. You didn't ask, you didn't ask me any activity levels questions. You didn't ask me anything in regards to my health. To be honest, they're just saying old information. Like, I know they're talking about. Like, if I didn't know what I was talking about, if I didn't know my own numbers, if I didn't understand basic healthcare, then I would have been in trouble with this person. No, obviously at that point, I'm not putting any names out in there. And again, I'm not their normal clientele. Because their normal clientele are diabetics, people with like chronic conditions and things like that. Like to be honest, I was probably the only person who actually walked in the office, physically walked in the office. There are people who got wheeled in or walkers or things like that. So I would say walked in unassisted. I'll put it that way. So you have all people walking in unassisted, and then you have me popping in, and it's like, sir, you're like, obviously I'm not your normal clientele, but ask me some qualifying questions. Ask me some basic questions. You didn't ask me anything. So again, that rubbed me off the wrong way. I'm like, I'm not even. I respect what you're saying, but you're not saying anything. To be honest, so I told my coach, I was like, hey, just to let you know, I saw my nephrologist. They they said a lot of words, but they didn't give me any information at all. They didn't clear me for anything. They didn't do this. They didn't ask me anything. And then yeah, we were kind of talking about briefly, and he was like, yeah, like to be honest, not a lot of people understand supplementation. Again, I'm not a normal clientele. I'm not your average person. I'm training for something very specific, so numbers are going to be a little bit different. But you didn't ask me anything in regards to my activity level, so you're not even talking to your patient. You're talking to numbers, and that's one place where healthcare goes wrong. Is that we don't talk to our patients anymore. We see numbers. We don't see people. We don't see all the things that are included in with a person. So that's something I've been trying to work on myself. For the past couple of months is that I've been talking to people, like, hey, what do you want to do? What's this like? Do you have any pets? What is your home like? What are your goals? So on and so forth. So I can actually talk to a person not a condition. And the doctor was talking to me like I was a condition. I'm like, Ian, if I did not know some basic numbers, if I did not know that they took my blood pressure wrong, they probably put me on high blood pressure medication. And I was like, no, doc. And I told him, I was like, no, doc, that's an error because my normal blood pressure is usually here. And I had paperwork from my doctor with my old high blood pressure, which is like 15 points under what it is. Like, oh, okay. If you ask people these questions, you would know. Or even if you asked and they didn't know, then you can kind of say certain things. But just assuming people don't know their numbers, bro, make it make sense. So that's something that rubbed me off the wrong way. Again, things have been chill. Things have been good. Getting used to the workouts, getting used to the nutrition. The pancakes. Oh my gosh, so much better. So much better. Because like I said, last week was rough, boy. But I've been working on the recipe, changing things up a little bit. So much better. I added some vanilla. Change it up a little bit. So I added some vanilla. Maybe some sugar-free syrup. Some cinnamon. I even made sure I mashed up mayonnaise a lot more fine. So just different things like that. So I've been working on the recipe a lot, trying to refine things, trying to make it palatable. Because when I say last Monday was rough, bruh, last Monday was rough. But each day it's getting a little bit better. And I was like, I'm actually able to eat all my food now. Which I'm like, hey, food's too expensive not to be able to eat all your food. So I'm happy I'm able to eat all my food. I'm like, yo, this is where I'm at. I'm about this life. So it's been good. And I saw that, the last video I posted, about, starting PTA school, it's gotten a good amount of views. For my size channel, it's gotten a good amount of views. I think the last time I checked, it was at 11 views. Again, for me, that's good. So all 11 people who saw my video and who watched it, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. And things like that show me what you guys want to see. Because one of the reasons why I made that is I was popping in my YouTube studio because I was looking for something, and I was just like, scanning through all things. And I saw one of my videos about PTA school had 100 views. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, that's insane. So then I saw one commenter, I forgot his name, but again, I appreciate you for commenting. I think he said they said that they're in PTA school, so I appreciate you commenting. That's actually why I made that video. So again, throw some information out there. Throw stuff in the chat. Let me know what you guys want to see so I can make these videos for you guys. And that's actually why I made that video, is to kind of like, as a response to what they were saying. I may make another video about how to survive acute care, because acute care is a different beast. It's interesting. It will eat you alive. Like, you have to have a sense of humor. You have to be a person. There's a lot to acute care. So I may make a video about starting acute care. I probably will. But again, I appreciate all 11 viewers who watched that video. I appreciate you guys, showing me some love. But again, so like I said, I'm waiting for my cap and gown to come in. I'm excited for that stuff, just waiting for it to come in. Should be here by next week, Friday. They said next weekend's gonna be a busy weekend because again, my cap and gown's supposed to be here by Friday. Friday night or Saturday night. I have to work my main job Saturday day. Saturday afternoon, I have my friend's baby shower to go to, and then probably after that, try to see when I swing by my people's house, stuff like that. And then Sunday, I have to work on my main job. Then the next Sabbath, the 26th, I have my my graduation pictures. So a lot of stuff happening in the next couple of weeks. Things are moving for your boy. I'm excited. We'll see. We just keep pushing, man. But we got what, 5 weeks until graduation? What is it? Let me count. 1, 2, 3. Yep, about 5 weeks till graduation. So it's almost here. So y'all know, once I get the pictures, I'm gonna show you guys some pictures. Probably I'll figure out how to do it, because again, I don't really do a whole lot of editing, as you guys can see. I'm just like sit here, post my camera up, record, talk to you guys. So I gotta figure out how to put some pictures in and all that fun stuff. So I'll figure it out. I'll either do that, or I'll put it as my thumbnail picture, or put it in my community tab or something like that. I'll figure it out. So I got that stuff. And there's another video I have planned that's gonna be you may see some grown man tears. I ain't even gonna lie, you probably gonna see some grown man tears. So stay tuned for that video. But that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Nothing too crazy. Just wanted to share some very basic information with you guys. I saw someone shot me a message. I gotta respond to these messages real quick, see what's going on. That's what I got, y'all. Again, going to the gym. Today is back and biceps. Yesterday was chest and triceps. Today is back and bis. Tomorrow is legs. Thursday is shoulders and abs, if I'm not mistaken. And then Friday is glutes and hams. So I'm trying to get used to the pattern of everything like that. Oh, the morning walks are going good. It's good to get outside first thing in the morning. Get some fresh air, see some nature. I saw a cardinal this morning. Yesterday I saw a snake. I was like, oh, dope, it's a snake. No, just sitting here chilling. Cardinal was sitting there chilling. It was like right at my foot. I was like, oh, dope, I see you. So again, the morning walks have been going pretty good. Let's see what the next year has for us. Stay tuned for the ride, y'all. Again, I'm not sure how far I can go. I'm just gonna go as far as I can go. Obviously, natural. But we got some big goals for next year, man. We got some 2 real big goals. I'll put it that way. I may have told you about what I want to go, but yeah, 2 real big goals for next year. So that's what I got for you guys. Stay tuned. Again, let me know what you guys want to see. Like, comment, subscribe. All the fun stuff that we always talk about. Again, I appreciate you guys. Until next time. Later.